I'm here to talk to you today about my proposal paper in which I really wanted to talk about the importance of strength training for all individuals, whether you're sports athletes, whether you're elderly, whether you're a younger athlete as well. I pretty much just wanted to cover a broad general topic of strength training in general. Now, with strength training, what I really just wanted to go over is pretty much the first topic is pretty much just learning about strength training and the different types of strength training. Also, I wanted to go over the benefits of strength training, and then also another harder part as far as strength training is concerned is pretty much just how and where strength training, how you can get started with strength training. Now, pretty much, what is strength training? Now, pretty much what I've gathered from what strength training is pretty much just organized exercise in which you allow your muscles and your body to actually contract, have a full muscle contraction based upon the actual weights that you're actually lifting. Such weights such as body exercise, resistance exercise, exercise bands, or freehand weights, or even machines can be used towards strength training as well. Um, so pretty much, also strength training can be broken down into four different types of training. Now, this training includes strength training, hypertrophy training, muscle power training, and also muscle endurance training. Pretty much the first one that I would like to start off with is something that I'm more familiar with myself as playing football is muscle power training. Now, generally with muscle power training, the major goal is pretty much just trying to create a greater rate of force development. Now, typically when we're in the weight room, trying to increase our muscular power, we're pretty much trying to lift more weight at a greater rate. So let's say, I'm trying to bench, say I weigh, probably 250 pounds. Now, if I can lift more than my weight at a greater rate of speed than the opposing person on the competitive field, then I would have the advantage. Now, pretty much that's what I would do with power training. Now, power training itself does have subdivisions of itself as well. There's heavy power training, there's explosive power training, ballistics, and also plyometrics. Now, heavy power training and explosive power training are pretty much interchangeable within themselves. It was basically just like I said, just trying to create a greater rate of force development within itself, trying to get less reps, but more weight, but creating a greater force, by moving that weight as fast as as quickly and as fast as you can, which creates better explosion, better explosive power. Now, the second type pretty much is ballistics. Ballistics is the type of exercise pretty much just used with using objects such as a kettlebell or maybe a medicine ball, creating a greater rate of force development with that type. What I would like to refer back to ballistics is pretty much the jackhammer exercise. If you've seen any MMA fighters around, pretty much with MMA fighters, what they would like to do with the jackhammer exercise is pretty much they have a tire laying on the ground and then they would actually have a sledgehammer in their hands. Now, pretty much the goal of that is they're trying to create more force in the arms by overlapping that actual weight into the tire, in which it creates a resistance from the actual sledgehammer itself, making it bounce back and repeating the exercise again. The fourth and last type of actual muscle power training is actually plyometrics. Plyometrics, it can be a difficult exercise depending on the drills you're actually doing. I would like to refer that to if you've ever seen the Insanity workout. Pretty much, he does a lot of plyometrics in that. Pretty much with the plyometrics, it's pretty much not just using any weights, but just using your body to propel yourself as fast as you can. Pretty much doing jump squats, fast movements to get that full contraction in the muscle, so that you can also create an explosiveness as well. Let's see, another type of training that I was explaining before is pretty much with the hypertrophy training. Hypertrophy training, it pretty much aims towards increasing your total lean body mass. Um, Pretty much what I'm trying to increase your lean body mass. A lot of bodybuilders or weightlifters will be more generalized towards this actual, type of training, hypertrophy training. It's pretty much you're still trying to present that same contraction within the muscles with hypertrophy training, but basically the main goal is you're just trying to build more muscle. Um, Whether it's for competition or whether it's for moving things. Let's say for instance just with a weightlifter or a strong man that can be related. They would try to do as far as hypertrophy training. This training would pretty much include the same. It's just you would do higher reps. You would do higher reps and more